Hello everybody, BrioS here, and today we're looking at one of the mechs that got a recent quirk pass, and yeah, it's quite glorious actually, this quirk pass. And this mech that got the quirk pass is the well-known 65-ton Innosphere heavy mech, the Thunderbolt. And the Thunderbolt that I have for you today is the Thunderbolt 10 SE, which is often cited as one of the mechs that is one of the Thunderbolt variants rather, that is pretty hard to build, but with the new weapons in August like the binary laser cannon, it adds more firepower to builds like this with not many hard points. Before I show you the build, let me tell you that this is the special edition bracket S, so it gives you a 30% C build bonus, but the 10SC is available for C builds, so you can always get the standard variant. Links to the builds are all in the description below. And what build is this? Well, this is a dual binary triple ER medium laser build, which is basically the firepower of a medium mech. 15 double heatsinks is not much, and with 15 double heatsinks, 2 binaries and 3 ER medium lasers, it's seriously just the firepower of a medium mech. But what makes this different is that it's a 65 tonner, so it has the armor of a 65 tonner. It also has ECM, and with an XL310 engine, it moves at a speed of 77.3, fast for a heavy mech, and it also has that wonderful MASC in the right torso. So you have the enhanced boost for speed, reaching almost 100 kph for a certain duration, and more importantly, you get the XL deceleration boost for the same short duration, which makes all the difference. And I even put in 2 jump jets for a bit of pop-tarting or movement capabilities, allowing you to reach certain areas where most Thunderbolts can't. And that's the strength of this build. Good speed, MASC for the XL decel boost to peek around corners, and 2 jump jets for added mobility. It even has ECM. That's why some people call this a very thick Shadowcat. Yep, because you can play this like a very thick Shadowcat. And what makes this interesting actually, as I always say, are the quirks. So if we look at the quirks here, it gets a cooldown reduction of 10%, so you can fire all those weapons a bit faster, and being a laser vomit build, the heat reduction of 10% helps quite a bit. It also gets a 10% heat dissipation buff, so you can reduce the heat generated, or rather you can dissipate the heat generated 10% faster, which is pretty sweet. And it stacks with the quirk, or rather it stacks with the skills. It doesn't get any armor quirks, but it gets good structure quirks, 16 in the CTs and 15 for the side torsos. And structure quirks, even though they're not as good as armor quirks, because, well, structural damage is increased if they are crits, so structure doesn't soak as much armor or damage as armor, but you can use it to soak heat damage. So fast moving hit and run build, if you're good at the Shadowcat style of gameplay, which honestly is not my preferred gameplay style, you probably could do well in this. So anyway, let's take a look at the skills. We'll start with firepower. I've gotten 10 nodes of cooldown, allowing me to fire 7.5% faster, stacks with the 10% quirk, so it fires at a cooldown reduction of 17.5%, which is faster. Range, all the skills, I always recommend all the range nodes, so that's 15% additional range. All the hit nodes is recommended unless you're running a super cool mech. 10.5% reduction in the heat. For all laser builds, we always recommend laser duration. 4 nodes only gives me a laser duration decrease of 15%, doing the damage in a 15% shorter time. Full skeletal density is amazing because of all the structure quirks, because it kind of stacks with the structure quirks. So you get a 33% structure bonus. All the armor skills gives you 18% more armor. And to show you how much structure it has, for the center torso it's 77, and the side torsos get 60, so that's quite substantial actually. So even though you're cord, people may say, oh, he's gonna die, odds are you still have quite a bit of structure, but then again you're dying, so be careful. Back to jump jets, 5 nodes of lift speed, allowing me to pop tart just a bit faster. 2 jump jets is not so good at all for pop tarts, able to do it but not really well. I recommend a bit more, but that's all the time I could afford. 5 nodes of heat shielding to increase the, or rather to decrease the heat generated by the jump jets by 60%. So if you're going to pop tart, I always recommend these 2 sub trees, heat shielding and lift speed. And this mech tries to pop tart a bit. Cool run, in addition to the 10% heat dissipation quirk, with 5 nodes of cool run you get an additional 10% for a total of 20% heat dissipation. Really sweet. I don't have hill climb because I can jump a bit, so when I face hills, I have problems climbing it, I just use my jump jets. Being ECM, I get 2 nodes of enhanced ECM. I think I'll tell you that ECM is being looked at by Quadrant. There will be some nerfs coming in. Several phases of nerfs. The first phase will come in November, probably, yet to be confirmed. And it'll be followed by more nerfs, after seeing how the November nerf is working out. Because ECM is honestly very overpowered. So gotta be careful with them, I suppose. But in the meantime, it gives you a 40% reduction in the enemy sensor detection range. Very strong. And finally, to auxiliary, being a hot build, especially with all that jump jets, MASC, and laser weaponry, I'm getting 5 SPs for auxiliary to give me 2 enhanced cool shots. And don't forget 1 node for advanced zoom for boomer vision. So that's it. That's the Thunderbolt 10 SE, a high mobility mech. Even though it's a heavy, it has a firepower of a medium, but it has the mobility of a medium too. So it makes for a pretty interesting gameplay, even though it's a thick medium mech. So anyway, with that being said, let's go down to the gameplay and I'll show you some of the gameplay with this wonderfully fast build. So let's go. And here we are on Grim Plexus for the very first showcase match. Grim being a pretty popular map, and I admit I do like it quite a lot. Our team starts on the eastern side, so it's actually easier to defend Golf 8, Fox 8 area. And as my team moves along Echo Line, I'm going to use my MASC, moving at 97 kph, and check out the Golf 7, Golf 8 area. Because normally some lights and fast mediums try to flank there to try to get to our rear via Golf 9. Got a 5 starter. Golf 8. They normally come by hotel line, by the way. Yep, and they normally do. So we already have confirmed sighting of 1 5 starter. He stays to trade, so he's probably not alone. But I am, if you look at the minimap. Gonna jump, look over this hill, see what there is. Oh, another blip. There it is, so there's confirmed 2 lights. Time for me to fall back to Fox 8, regroup a bit. 2 5 starters on the left.
Target spotted.
Yeah, these are really aggressive fire starters. Can expect some support for them. So if you look at the minimap, my team has chosen NASCAR to go to Echo 6. KSC team has chosen NASCAR. Stay together. And there's no point me just hanging around here alone and blaming my team. Always when in doubt, just stay together. I have the speed, so that's fine. I'll join them.
Yeah, we got 1 assault trailing and a medium AFK.
Yeah, I don't know what the team is doing. Well, team is chosen an offensive strat.
Okay, try to set up firing line, Echo 6.
Okay, we'll give that a try. Normally not the best idea, but whatever. I prefer defense, almost always.
There's light snacking over.
But if the team is willing to be aggressive and charge forward, as long as we shoot, it's good enough. Yeah, as long as people shoot. So in fact, instead of running forward, we've actually fallen back to Fox 7 now. Alright.
Okay, do we move on top together?
New target acquired.
From this position, trading from Echo 8 is pretty nice. The problem with that NASCAR fall, we've left 1 assault behind, as you can see. 1 Kodiak. Yeah, he's in trouble. The 2 5 starters are gonna eat him up. Hopefully I can get Alpha, his right torso is open. But kinda outside optimal, so I'm doing very little damage here. Yep, and we lost our Kodiak. Fox 9. So if we look at the minimap, me and a few others have decided to hold Fox 7. Good for me, I have MASC and I jump.
I bring up Fox 8.
And we lost another. GG team. As I was saying, I prefer to trade from Echo 8. It's a good spot to trade. So we've actually given up the good spot in Fox 8, Golf 8, and taken this weaker area. Kinda interesting, this team. Always happens. Not the best burn, but sometimes it's good to lose some of your burn to take less damage, like what I did earlier. So lots of jump, shoot, twist and run with the MASC. Left arm is my shield arm, there's nothing in it. So even though it's caught, it's fine. It's just there to take damage and fall off.
back in the tank in the back, so push now.
Well, Nova here, very brave,
Too
and
much fire here.
I totally
Okay,
fluffed that
corner.
shot.
Target spotted.
6 medium pulses is very weak now,
Target spotted.
so he's a good target to pick on.
New target acquired.
One leg mislinks. He's gonna lose our
Target
this leg.
spotted.
Yeah, he's gonna lose our medium in Golf 9.
New target acquired.
Run, Crusader. One burn in his back, not enough to kill him. Caught him in the rear side torso.
Don't get cocky out there. 25
Always try to memorize where you caught the enemy.
eliminated. Target spotted.
3-4.
New
We're
target.
not trading well because we lost the good ground to the enemy and we are trying to take it back again. And we have 2 mechs in Fox 6. Hopefully those 2 in the rear have some lines on the enemy.
New target.
But this is currently an uphill task.
Target destroyed.
That's a cute warhorn.
Target spotted.
Yeah, I killed probably the fire starter. Its torso was open. Echo 7's a great spot, guys. Especially those in the rear with no lines.
New target.
Yeah, the guys in... People always love to trade around the Fox 7 corner if you look at the minimap. They ignore this Echo 8 side, which is a really strong side. So you see using these rocks, pop tart, shoot, twist, MASC and run back to cover.
Target spotted.
Always try to face your legs towards cover, because acceleration is better than reversing. Fox 8 as a rifleman. He should be yeah, there it is called. So try to be patient here because, like I said, it's an uphill task. Rifleman's both side torsos caught.
New target.
Team is not trading well. We are losing the trades. Good thing for me is that the enemy team is super distracted by the Fox 7 people. Death strike right torso. So Bravo's right torso is open.
Sorry.
Rifleman's caught.
New target.
Target
Very
spotted.
aggressive Panther. So legs facing cover so I can run back to cover faster. Heat vision for better contrast. Just watch and repeat.
The enemies are half depleted. Keep pushing.
Mask, jump, shoot, twist, rush back to cover.
Need assistance.
6-5, we're slowly making headway. Now it's the enemy team that's not trading well. Rifleman and Black Knight.
New target.
Juliet and whatever that is. There is an opening for me, allowing me to move to this rock here in Echo 8 and
Yeah,
get to
pinch
their
here.
flanks. Pushing in a bit, Fox 8. Telling the team I'm pushing in case they want to coordinate. Yeah, Juliet's caught. Wow, he didn't die, seriously. But this Thunderbolt doesn't have a lot of firepower.
Target destroyed.
Good sustain though. Enough to get him in a second shot.
Target.
So as you can see, enemy team is around the Golf 8 area, trading with the Fox 7 people on my team. Nova is one shot. India. This is actually ideal position for me,
Target destroyed.
allowing me to pick at them. Yeah, they're getting impatient, they're trying to rush us. But as you can see from this death strike, they are all in a pretty bad shape. Oh, I couldn't get the death strike. 10-7, we've actually turned this around and won this.
Wolf sniping from Golf 9.
Up to us to throw now.
Golf 9.
Now I get
Somebody
super
get a head
aggressive.
bringer?
I'm not even caught. I won the kills.
100%.
Haha, I get hold guard. And that's it. Let's go, Queen Anne. Nice tactical victory. Get him. Queen Anne actually moving forward. Anyway. Yeah, so team made a tactical mistake at the beginning, overextending, and then just returning, conceding this great spot here. But we turned around, we traded better,
Oh, it started off
and I was able to flank them and secure some kills. So that was certainly a good match for me. My mass, my jump capability, allowing me to flank and hit them hard. 9-3-2, 4 KMDDs, 4 kills. Really hit them really hard. For a total match score of 6-3-6. And now for the next match. And from Plexus, we come to another really popular map, and it's Vitric Station, which is one of the more interesting maps because most of the time the team does one of the worst threats possible, and that's going low to the right, surrendering the top. And in this particular match, I'm dropping solo, and sometimes I just want to chill and shoot mechs, so I'm just going to follow the team and do exactly that, going low to the right. It's Conquest, so by going this route, I'm going to cover the light mech, which is going to cap Theta.
Artillery
So never stand
strike.
stationary, I'm always moving forward and back a bit. There's one light. Staying about 400 meters away from him so I don't appear on his minimap because of my ECM. No Dorito, 2 mechs at Theta, one's a Kid Fox. No Dorito, no Shuto. So I'm just gonna see whether the enemy lights are gonna try cap Theta. Our light is super aggressive, look at that. He's just staying in the fight against 2 lights.
Acquired.
Fight with Theta, Charlie. When you do that, you're just gonna throw armor away. Ideally, I should have got heavies. Ideally, I should tell him I'm covering Theta, but
Need assistance.
never mind.
Spotted.
New target.
Ooh, they're pushing through Echo Tree. Interesting. Our assaults are moving in. Death Strike, Fafnir moving in for the brawls. Dual UX-20 Jaeger.
Acquired.
Krill doing Krill things.
Target
It's the Fraggle
destroyed.
boys. But they're running straight into our assault lance. This is gonna end badly for Sober and Drunken Fraggle. Allowing me to kill the Fraggles. A salute for them. Really aggressive players, really nice people by the way. But rushing forward straight into the assaults, I guess it's a bad idea, but it happens. UAV. Okay, that leaves me an opening, so I'm able to move forward a bit, hopefully hit them from the flanks. Now I'm hanging out with the mediums,
Target destroyed.
using my MASC, trying to get to the flanks. This mech excels when you hit them from the flanks.
Target
Actually all mechs do, but this mech is the speed and the MASC to deal with it nicely. Kind of a bad movement there, reverse into the wall. This guy's isolated, I'll tell. Use the MASC, Jump Jets. Fraggle saying, BrioS is the official Fraggle hunter. I didn't read it before. But it happens.
Target spotted.
Twisting away, so like I said in the previous video, try to have your feet facing forward towards cover, so that when you vroom, you can vroom back to cover. I'm focusing on the
acquired.
awesome earlier because
Critical.
he knows where I am, we're trading, and the scale shot, scary as it is,
Acquired.
was kind of oblivious to me.
Critical. Right arm.
Kid
Critical.
Fox is called
Got a guy
5-2.
Down.
We have mechs on top, mechs below. This team is playing well, honestly. I'm just one tool in the team.
Target acquired.
Something
New
here.
target
Is that an
acquired.
Irby? Oh, it's a Kid Fox. Blow off a torso. Constantly moving and twisting,
New
so I can
target
spread the damage. Enemy is probably doing a cap
New
strat.
target acquired.
Oh, I got another one.
Destroyed.
Target spotted.
If you look at the caps, 4-1.
New target acquired.
So 3 kills so far, I think. This very brave Locust running forward.
Artillery strike activated.
Catgill gets a kill.
Fuel
There's
at
Longbow.
25%.
Vicious Ball Bill.
New target
Dual hack
acquired.
40s. But his team is crumbling, is 6-3. Longbow takes out Scorpio. I must avenge him. He's fresh, and there are a few mechs around, so gotta fall back a bit. 7-4 is still losable. Marauder goes in.
New target
As I go in, I check the minimap, and yep,
level
there's a
critical.
Wolverine here.
Target spotted.
Longbow goes down.
Target destroyed. Heat level
Cat girls overheats. Very sad.
I'll go get Kappa.
Oh well.
Never mind,
Yep.
you can get it.
And with that, it's 10-5.
Target spotted.
They have 5 caps. Nothing much to worry about. People always worry too much about caps, but caps just dictate the pace of the game. I'm actually playing super cautiously because my right torso is open, falling back behind the Marauder, letting the Marauder draw aggro before I re-engage.
Destroyed.
That's it. Trial 5. So as I was saying, people worry too much about caps. Enemy had 5 caps, but once we kill them,
Resource point Theta is ours.
we can always recap. Look at that, see?
We've captured
With
resource
7
point
mechs, it's quite easy to recap the points. Yeah, just testing the jump jets on this mech. Jump jet juking is a thing, which I'm not really good at, to be honest. So let me talk about jump jet juking, or whatever you call it. Is that when people are shooting you, you fire jump jets and press your W and S. That shifts your mech around. And that makes it harder to focus on your components for the enemy.
They're almost there.
Yep.
Stop them at all costs.
Anyway, just a matter of capping a few more points till we win. I think if we kept FC, we should get this match. And
We've gathered
there
enough
it is.
resources. This
So,
triumph will
convincing
provide us
victory.
huge tactical benefit.
Enemy made some mistakes, and yeah, we were lucky to be able to capitalize on it. Mistakes happens, nobody's perfect. But let's take a look at this match for me. 865 damage is very, very decent. 3 kills, and a match score of 565. So that's it, ladies and gents, for this video on the very thick Thunderbolt 10SE, this time with binaries. As you can see, it's pretty darn decent. People who specialize in like Shadowcats probably can do this a lot better. But I must say, it's fun. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time guys, I hope to see you on the battlefield. And if you do, say hi. But till then, ciao.